In 2021, Mark Zuckerberg made one of the riskiest decisions in tech history. He changed the name of Facebook to Meta and promised to build the future. The internet laughed. Investors panicked. Meta lost more than $700 billion in market value. People called Zuckerberg delusional. But while everyone was busy mocking the metaverse, something much bigger was quietly happening behind the scenes: artificial intelligence. Today, Meta is spending tens of billions of dollars on AI infrastructure, AI chips, AI data centers, and AI models, not millions, billions. And Zuckerberg believes this investment could decide who controls the future of the internet. But here's the real question. Why is Meta spending so aggressively on AI when companies like OpenAI and Google are already ahead? And why is Zuckerberg willing to risk Meta's entire future on this bet? This is the story of Meta's biggest gamble yet, and why AI may either save the company or destroy it. To understand Meta's AI obsession, we need to go back. For years, Meta was one of the most powerful companies on earth. Facebook dominated social media. Instagram controlled attention. WhatsApp owned messaging. And advertisers poured billions into Meta's ecosystem. In 2021 alone, Meta generated over $117 billion in revenue. Almost all of it came from advertising. But then, everything changed. First came Apple. When Apple introduced app tracking transparency on iPhones, Meta lost access to valuable user data. That single move reportedly cost Meta over $10 billion in ad revenue. Then came TikTok. Short-form videos exploded. Young users began leaving Facebook. Even Instagram was struggling to compete. Suddenly, Meta's advertising empire looked vulnerable. And at the same time, another threat was rising: AI. In late 2022, OpenAI launched ChatGPT, and within just 2 months, it crossed 100 million users. The fastest growing consumer app in history. That moment terrified Silicon Valley. Because for the first time in years, Google looked threatened. And if Google could be disrupted, anyone could, including Meta. Mark Zuckerberg understood something very important. If AI became the new interface for the internet, Meta risked becoming irrelevant. Think about it. For the past 15 years, apps like Facebook and Instagram controlled attention. People opened apps, scrolled feeds, clicked ads. But AI changes that behavior completely. In an AI-first world, people may not search websites anymore. They may not even use apps the same way. Instead, they'll simply ask an AI assistant. And whoever owns that assistant controls the user. That's why companies are fighting so aggressively. Google has Gemini. OpenAI has ChatGPT. Microsoft has Copilot. Amazon has Alexa AI. And Meta? Meta cannot afford to be left behind. Because unlike Google or Microsoft, Meta does not own an operating system. It doesn't own smartphones. It doesn't control search. Its entire business depends on keeping users inside its platforms. And AI threatens that model. So Zuckerberg made a decision. Meta would go all in on AI, no matter the cost. Meta's AI spending is now absolutely massive. In 2024 and 2025, Meta announced plans to spend tens of billions annually on AI infrastructure. The company is building giant AI data centers across the United States. It is buying hundreds of thousands of NVIDIA GPUs, the powerful chips used to train AI models. Some estimates suggest Meta could spend over $40 billion per year on AI-related infrastructure alone. That's larger than the GDP of some countries. But Zuckerberg believes this is necessary, because training advanced AI models requires enormous computing power. And the companies with the best infrastructure often build the best AI systems. Meta also launched its own AI model family called Llama. And unlike OpenAI, Meta made a shocking move. It open-sourced many of its AI models, meaning developers around the world could use them for free. At first, this looked crazy. Why would Meta give away powerful AI technology? But Zuckerberg had a strategy. If Meta couldn't dominate AI through closed systems, it would dominate through ecosystem control. By making Llama widely available, Meta hopes developers build AI products around its technology. just like Android helped Google dominate mobile. It's a long-term platform strategy, and it might work. Today, Llama models are used by startups, researchers, and businesses across the world. Meta is slowly becoming one of the biggest players in open-source AI. But here's the important part most people miss. Meta is not spending billions just to build cool AI tools. This is about protecting its advertising empire. Remember, Meta makes money when users spend more time on its platforms, and AI can dramatically increase engagement. Meta is already using AI to recommend content on Instagram and Facebook. In fact, AI-powered recommendations helped Reels compete against TikTok. The company claims AI improvements increased user engagement significantly. More engagement means more ads. More ads mean more revenue. But Meta wants to go even further. Imagine AI-generated ads created instantly for businesses. AI influencers, AI customer support, AI-generated videos, AI assistants inside WhatsApp and Instagram. Meta wants AI integrated into every part of its ecosystem. And if successful, AI could become the engine powering Meta's next decade of growth. But this strategy is incredibly risky, because Meta is burning money at a historic scale. The company's Reality Labs division, responsible for metaverse and AI-related investments, has already lost tens of billions of dollars. And investors are becoming impatient. There's also another problem. OpenAI and Google may still be ahead in advanced AI capabilities. Meta has strong open-source models, but it still struggles to dominate consumer AI products the way ChatGPT does. And then there's regulation. Governments worldwide are increasingly worried about AI safety, misinformation, and data privacy. Meta already has a complicated reputation when it comes to trust. Now imagine combining that with powerful AI systems. That creates enormous political and legal risks. And finally, there's the biggest question of all. Will AI actually replace social media as we know it? Because if people spend more time talking to AI assistants instead of scrolling feeds, Meta's core business could still be threatened. Ironically, the technology Meta is investing billions into could also disrupt Meta itself. But Zuckerberg isn't thinking quarter to quarter anymore. He's thinking about survival. For years, Meta depended heavily on platforms controlled by others. Apple could hurt Meta overnight. Google could change algorithms. TikTok could steal attention. AI gives Zuckerberg a chance to regain control. If Meta successfully builds a powerful AI ecosystem, it could become one of the defining technology companies of the next era. And Zuckerberg knows something most CEOs understand too late. The biggest companies don't die because they fail today. They die because they ignore tomorrow. Kodak ignored digital cameras. Nokia ignored smartphones. Yahoo ignored search innovation. And Zuckerberg refuses to become the next example. That's why Meta is spending billions. Not because AI is trendy, but because Zuckerberg believes this is a once-in-a-generation platform shift. And in Silicon Valley, missing a platform shift can kill even the biggest giants. Right now, the AI war is just beginning. Google, OpenAI, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta. Every tech giant is fighting for the future. But Meta's strategy is different. While others are building AI products, Zuckerberg is trying to build an entire AI ecosystem. And the outcome of this gamble could define the next decade of technology. Because if Meta wins, Zuckerberg may once again prove his critics wrong. But if this fails, it could become one of the most expensive bets in business history. And maybe that's what makes this story so fascinating. Because right now, Mark Zuckerberg isn't just building AI. He's fighting for Meta's survival.